Nate, if I can maybe take a quick step back to again untangle maybe the definition for cosmetics, right? Because I know again, and I was wrong about this in our conversation offline. There's obviously the FDA food classifications, which go from class one and up, but cosmetics have their own classification, which is called cosmetics. And so the MoCRA is going to fall under that classification and it's going to be regulated by the FDA. I guess, could you explain to us what is, first of all, a cosmetic? And also, just to be clear on who's going to enforce the MoCRA once it is released?
Yeah, so I have the FDA definition here. So FDA defines cosmetics as articles intended to be rubbed, poured, sprinkled, or sprayed on, introduced into, or otherwise applied to the human body for cleansing, beautifying, promoting attractiveness, or altering the appearance. So that is a cosmetic. With FDA and MoCRA, there were no regs before, right? And now that we have MoCRA, which is the Modernization of Cosmetics Regulation Act of 2022, FDA now has teeth to enforce these requirements. They can force you to recall a product if it does not comply with the law. They will force you to provide access to records that you have. They will force you to show them your safety substantiation, show them how you substantiated your label claims, how you are really standing behind the claims you're making with your product. And in the past, they had no teeth. They could kick and scream and post about you on FDA.gov and say, we have a safety alert for X, Y, and Z cosmetic, and we advise the public to destroy this product or discontinue use or something like that. But yeah, MoCRA gives FDA a lot of teeth to do what should have been done years ago in the cosmetic space. And classification of cosmetics is interesting because I use the example of facial cleanser all the time,
Mhm.
where if I have a facial cleanser that, meets that cosmetic definition of, it is cleansing my face, but then I say something like, this is a helpful acne treatment and will reduce the appearance of acne or whatever. I've now referenced a medical condition, tied it to my product by saying my product will treat this medical condition. And
Mhm.
now, just by saying that about my product, it is a drug in the eyes of the FDA.
Hmm.
And making those statements does not have to happen on the product label, does not have to happen on your website. It can be a comment on a Facebook post that the brand's Facebook account responded to, or it could be in a YouTube video. It could be a blog post that talks about an ingredient in the product that is known to treat acne. And then there's a call to action to purchase one of your products with that ingredient. So it's very challenging, I think, to manage claims and understand when it's appropriate to say certain things and when it's really not appropriate to say things. And you'll always be challenged or may be challenged by competitors if you start making drug claims and the FDA doesn't know about it. You could be subject to an NAD challenge, a National Advertising Division challenge, where it's basically a boxing match between you, NAD, and your competitor, and they're going to try to force you to prove that you can stand behind whatever statement you made about your product.